Hello, 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 everyone. Let me quickly just let people on to know that we're live. Yeah, we are back for our second stream of Link Between Worlds. I can't remember exactly where we got up to. I remember we did at least one dungeon last time. Hope chat is doing well. Yeah, afternoon. Thank you for joining, Red Hot. More Link. More Link Between Worlds. Let's go. It's like, I can't wait to pull that tweet out for it to get blocked because I put a link in. It's like, it's definitely one of those things where you look at your, just like, not even your interactions, it's like your views on a tweet. And if they've got like a link to another platform like Twitch or YouTube, they're like shadow banned into nowhere. But it's like, it's worth pointing out for the few people that do see it. We are, oh no, what am I doing? We're on emulator. We don't do these start screen things, we just load save state. So what do you take me for, a fool? To be fair, we do just start. We saved right outside our house anyway. So gear. Yeah, we have the Pendant of Courage. So we only have done one dungeon. We have 3 mai-mais though. So I guess in this game we can kind of just do either one. And I guess, yeah, we'll go down to the lake first because that's the closer one. Why not? Put that on there. Still very jarring having to like go and use the touch screen with my mouse. Oh dear. Hell, I did try to reduce the amount my PC would be coping with on the emulator, but it's one of those if it came up as like a game that's not really been tested much on emulators apparently, which I don't know whether that just means like this popular one hasn't been tested much or something. I'm not really into it much, but like I think that it's a Zelda game. You think like, you know, one of the few actual like 3DS Zelda games people have got working well, but maybe it's just that. Maybe that's all it is. It's just a difficult to emulate game, maybe. Oh, nice, yeah. Yeah, this is obviously like the direct sequel to Link to the Past, and yeah, it's a game I haven't really played much since it came out, but I did like nearly 100% it, and I did think it was like one of the best Zelda games that I played when it came out. And a lot of people do say that it's like, yeah, that's the thing. I'm sure like it would be, my PC's not most powerful thing. It's like, it's powerful apart from the graphics card because I've got an editing PC. Like I've never really gone past that. I've got like a 1060, and it's like, I think maybe that's what's the struggle for my PC at the moment, but emulating this plus streaming at the same time is like is quite a heavy load on a PC, I guess. Wait, do you mean when I changed my like internal card to an SD card and just lost everything? Because that was fun. I don't think technically that wasn't the last time I upgraded a PC part, because I did upgrade my Ethernet adapter recently and that went fine. But yeah, it was the SD card thing of like that was a fun day. Of like, yeah, everything post, like everything pre like 2023 on my PC just gone forever.
Bang, okay?
Oh yeah, bang. Thank you, Shadow. Just like getting those K's in. Oh, nice. Past the halfway, let's go. I'm currently, like, only just got my emulator up, so I can't see the subtitle screen. But yeah, excellent, thank you. That's the thing, we've got a lot more Mass Effect to do, so even if we get there slowly, we're getting there. That's the real question. We get to either end. I don't know how much of this game is relying on me remembering where things were from in, like, Link to the Past. Like, you know, is it trying to expect me to remember where we found the Zora flippers in, like, somewhere in the river? Items. Get those bombs on the go. At least one of the nicest things this game did was, like, you don't have to worry about the... This isn't Mass Effect. No. Oh, God, no. No, Mass Effect is, you know, yesterday. But our goal is to be able to play Mass Effect 3. What a nice little sub-goal. But it's Mass Effect Mondays, Tune It Tuesdays. I can't remember what I technically put on my calendar, whether it's Thunderbolt or Thunder Badge Thursdays. I think it was Thunder Badge Thursdays for Pokemon. But yeah, it's very nice to not have to worry about, like, having only 20 bombs at your disposal, but the one thing I'm really not enjoying, even though you have got a touchscreen, like, I understand it's a lot easier on, like, an actual 3DS, I guess, but... Or if I was playing mouse and keyboard, but I'm playing on a 360, on an Xbox controller, on the PC, but then meant to use the mouse for my dual screen, so it makes, like, swapping between my one item rather annoying. Like, could we not have had an item on the X button as well? No? Oh no. Oh no! We have got a fairy. Oh. Is it still set to Resident Evil? God. I'm not good at updating that calendar. Also, hi Ross, thank you for joining in. Falling. Do you ever think that you know, the character that you're playing as in a game is way smarter than you actually are, and Link is just walking around going, is this idiot gonna use another sword attack on another Choo-Choo? Again, like, will he not learn his lesson? Will they just... Will whoever's playing this game not just learn? Oh yeah, I did see that. The definitely not inspired by Mewtwo. There we go. If you see a bunch of rupees laying on the floor like that, one of them's a like for sure. The not-so-secret mimic. Huh. Go back in just another part of here. I've been a bit silly, really, because I've kind of forgotten that we've even had the merge ability. I've not been using my brain that way, so there's probably multiple things that I've walked past. Where we could have just been merging. Merging Mondays. It's like, no. Turning her. The word inspired is doing a lot of heavy lifting when it comes to Power World. Like, inspired by Pokemon. And maybe I can get to Zora's Domain. And they were just talking about having the ability to swim. So yeah, I'm presuming that it's doing the exact same thing of like, hey, do you remember in Link to the Past when you went up to Zora's Domain into the waterfall and got the flippers? Like, maybe that might be where you find the flippers again. But what if I didn't play Link to the Past and don't remember that instance? Like, obviously I've just played it, so I do. Oh wow, so it's not even that it's lacking a texture. Oh shit. Yeah. I'm sorry, Ross. I did miss your chat. You were the one person trying to help. Again, it's like I should really figure out a way I can do this better because like I've got to have the emulator up because of having to use the touchscreen. But I then don't get like the stream preview, so I can't see like all the gifts and stuff, but they were blocking some sites. It was, at least it was just a part of the game where I'm just wandering the overworld, just going like, I don't know where we're going. So thank you for the heads up. Oh god, that's an annoying noise from the Zora Queen. Oh god. So the Queen needs the thing that he stole, the smooth gem, to maintain her powers. Yeah, it's a real annoying noise. She'll keep bloating up. I wonder what Link has to go do right now. Okay, I guess just go follow the thief. Presuming that we'll find them where we came through earlier. Oh, hang on. There is a mai-mai that must be saved. Chop this nut off, like. That's some pretty, just brutal, way of dealing with things, of, like the classic of, like, oh, well, if you steal some bread, we'll chop your hand off. It's like, if you steal a gem, off your nudge, just go, like, oh no. Can't touch or dodge anymore. I actually don't know where they would go. Surely they're not all the way in, like, the Thieves' Den back in Kakariko, surely. You'd imagine that it's somewhere closer than that. Just kind of on the way directly down from Zora's Domain. I mean, I'm gonna head over in that direction now because it's the only place I can think of, apart from, like, just they were, like, you know, a few screens down. Nope. Ah, just in the hitbox. Ah, blink run. Oh god. Come on. It's just like every screen you go on, all you can hear is the mai-mai like, me, help me. We can help you when you get our flippers. Till then, sorry. Yeah, can't be that hard. No longer have that berry. There we go. Maybe the fortune teller might be able to help us where we go. I think the fortune teller basically just acts as like... Oh! Don't be fooled by their silly appearance. Those glasses allow the wearer to behold amazing... When you're in a place where you feel hopeless and stuck, look at the world through those glasses. They just catch a glimpse of it. Ghosts. Ghosts give you tips and tricks from the great beyond. They can put you back on the right path. When in doubt, look to the other side with those glasses. Ah. I really don't remember using these at all, but that's a pretty cool feature. Because right now we're just wandering around aimless, like... It'd be handy if we could get into that cave, though. Let's give it a shot. Maybe if we go back to the witch's house. Because that's right by Zora's domain. Then we can just, like, be near Zora's domain and be like, please, hint ghosts. Uh-oh. Apparently we have 42 play coins. You'll be able to reach the far side if you come a picture and merge with the wall. Okay. Alright, that was not of a hint. I do like that the picture just has the hint glasses on as well. Here. But now, I guess we can be a bit less careful, but... Oh god, it's telling us where to get a piece of heart. It might be a case of standing in Zora's domain where the queen is and just being like, is there a ghost somewhere? Because that's going to tell us to go into the waterfall, right? Sorry about that. It kind of makes it look very dark, but I was hoping there'd be one in here. Oh, well, that's frustrating. Okay. Yes, use one here. It's a good idea, but we have no way of actually earning. Yeah, it's located behind a waterfall. Jesus Christ. Okay, these hint ghosts are useless. Maybe they'd just be in the witch's house trying to, like, sell the gem because they said it was expensive. Maybe that's all it is. I'll bet it'll be on sale in Kakariko. Okay, yeah, easy enough. So I was headed in the perfect direction, but I thought that, you know, these hint glasses would be more of a hint than they actually ended up being. Screw you. So time to, like, take those hint glasses off just for the rest of time. They really were not great. Just excuse me. Trying to get to the village. Please help. Go get that harpies that I just saw on the way. Just. I don't remember what the moblin got to. How? Yeah, right. Can't be more than 400, I can't imagine. Oh, thought this was a shop. We don't have any cuckoo eggs. How are we meant to eat the cuckoo eggs? Kakariko music is just incredibly just chilling. Like, it just, not chilling, but it's just so chill. 200 rupees, whatever. At this point, I can't be bothered bartering. We need to crack on. We can't actually barter in the game to make it clear to anyone that thought we can. It is what it is. These Kakariko folk, they don't mess about. 0 bartering allowed. Right, well then. Exactly, yeah. I just helped out the scalping industry, essentially. Just save a state. There we go. What's the button? Oh, we're just getting lucky with it anyway. But that's a nice bit of a profit back. Just like when it's a 50-50 shot and you're playing on emulator and you can just be like, just save state. Saves come in. Just what you're gonna do. Like, Link's true power is not being able to merge into walls, it's to be able to just, like, use save states to scum minigames out. I think that's been, like, just maybe the only running theme between us, like, playing all of these Zelda games is just save scumming for money. That's the legend. Well, that's why no one ever tells the legend of Link. Because the legend of Link is that he save scums and breaks a shit ton of bots that he doesn't own. There we go. This is the non-annoying Zora Queen, hopefully. Hopefully not making, like, just the noise constantly. I'm not sure that I did actually help you, though. If anything, I just encourage this thief to come back and do the cycle again. Oh, we're gonna be getting so many mai-mai now. So many of those mai-mai on the way that I could hear were just like under the water, like, help me. Look at this, straight away, just the mai-mais. The legend of the mai-mai diver. Easy one there. I think there was a good, like, 2, 3, maybe 4 mai-mai that we walked past just trying to get around, just that were, like, just drowning in the river, like, help me. Right. Good old went between worlds indeed. Thank you for joining in. Oh, yeah, I did notice there's like, at least today, when I was like putting in my stream info, I was like, there is like no one streaming Link Between Worlds, like, just no one is about playing this game. So like, why not? It's at very least one of the better Zelda games. People doing it a disservice, doing it dirty. Yeah, it's definitely, at very least, like, up there for me as one of my favourite 2D Zeldas. Or at least I hope it is, by the time I've finished replaying the game. In my memory, it's one of my favourite 2Ds, if not my favourite 2D Zelda, like. Just in general, but it's one of those of, like... I think quite a lot of Zelda fans remember it, but not that many people talk about it in the same vein as, like, A Link to the Past. It's a shame. Down this. Come on. There we go. how many mai-mai... It is a very cozy game. We need 10 mai-mai, right? Just watching the mai-mais pop out is cozy enough. That's one of the really, like, the things that I really like about Link Between Worlds, but when you're playing a handheld on, like, the bus or something, and you're just playing with no sound, it made portions of my game really difficult to find mai-mais. I do really like the gimmick of this. Oh, well, you can just hear them crying out for help. So just, anytime you hear them making a noise, just stop what you're doing and go look for one. But yeah, it's not always the best for handheld play, because I don't know if there's many people in chat, like, that do the similar thing of, like, not really listening to the sound when you're playing, like, handheld, especially if you're playing in public. Like, I would rather listen to music or a podcast or something, generally, than plug my headphones into my Switch. Yeah, no worries, Shadow. Go and have a good night's sleep. Hope college continues to go well for you. Take this before we go into the dungeon. Save our progress. And just like a little chirp on that. Sounds so satisfying. Is it worth as well? Maybe just going to upgrade this item, this wind item. If it's required to get into the dungeon, and it's the only item that we own rather than have rented so far. I didn't even think about that as well. The fact that we can use save states to just cheat that minigame could mean that technically we could just cheat our way to owning all of the items immediately rather than renting them. I think you have the ability to just go buy them straight away. I can't work my magic items I don't own. Oh, I don't own this weather vane either. Okay. Let's go to Ravio and see what we have actually got available to buy then. Because is it everything? I'm not going to do it, but just the idea that we could, like, just sit there and go to Kakariko with 50 rupees and just max out. And then go buy all of the items. If that's a possibility, that would be really funny. I think it is, yeah. Already renting. How do we buy it then? Maybe we don't have the ability to buy them yet? We can only rent so far, maybe. That might be how they stop you breaking the game day one. It might be that thing of, like, when you do the first 3 dungeons, that's when buying unlocks or something. So you at least have that start of the game where you can't be broken Link. Super OP. Tornado rod. Definitely gonna need for at least the first part of the dungeon. Just down there. But yeah, this is where I'm glad I've gotten spent that first, like, you know, half hour of this stream remembering that merging into the wall is a thing we can properly do. Getting back used to that into my muscle memory because, yeah, it's going to be very important in the dungeons. And that's one thing that, you know, obviously makes this game stand out, really, is the fact that you don't really have this version of puzzles to solve in any other game. It makes you think in a very different way to most Zelda games. It's like you're not just thinking about how can I hookshot across there, it's like how can I also utilize my ability to jump in and out of walls. Even if it's just to get some extra rupees. Monster guts. Okay. The only thing we own is the lantern and the hint glasses, both of which don't get upgraded. These, but oh. Right. Nice and easy. Presume we just keep doing the same thing of using that. Then cross the wall. Don't spend all your penny rupees, your 1 rupees in one place. I guess they are penny rupees, right? Yes. They're kind of the same thing. I think a lot of places that don't use pence as, you know, I think still, for example, like, I think in America, right, like, 1 cent is still called a penny. I believe. Yeah, it's not technically an abbreviation for, like, 1 pence. Or it may have started that way, but it kind of gets used differently than that in modern times. That was brutal. Came out the can kick. I keep trying to predict when it's gonna stop being electric and failing. And that was one thing that obviously we can't really get to appreciate on watching not on a 3DS. But the one of the cool things about this game was obviously a lot of the game was multiple levels of dungeons, and you had the 3D effect on your 3DS screen where you could actually see the depths of the lower levels. It was one of the better uses of the 3D effect on the 3DS. That's up on, like, a second. Oh, hidden 20 rupee. Okay, so where do we... This way. Down. Oh yes. No. Don't. I do enjoy that the game brings back the ability to just... It's one of the 2D games that lets just spam the B button for the sword. Here we go. That's small. Okay. I'm not gonna spend ages trying to figure out how I can try and, like, weave my way past and glitch through it and stuff. It's like, no, just... That doesn't want... The second fan really doesn't want me to go past. Hey, Mediocre, thank you for joining in. Just getting my brain used to the link between worlds, dungeon styles, merging in and out of these walls. Just that's how powerful is that when you can, like, just... Like, I know they're only weak enemies, but the fact that you can just basically be attacking in all directions almost simultaneously, if you've asked me. Whereas, like, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, Link is very powerful. But is Link so powerful that he can be attacking in all directions almost simultaneously? Urge. It's like, it's just instant. They might as well just not spawn in. I mean, that is true, like, when you actually get into the super advanced versions of Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild combat, like, the layperson probably isn't doing that stuff. But the people who know how to absolutely bullshit it all, it's like, yeah, probably. Probably. I've watched some of, like, the advanced combat videos of Breath of the Wild, and it's like, people learn to just break the fuck out of that game. I wonder, is this boss going to be the bigger version of these dudes? Where it's like the shield face boss from A Link to the Past? The big Dodongo looking thing. I'm trying to remember if the 3DS bosses or the DS bosses, like, was it... So I remember Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks do a lot of, like, dual screen bosses. I can't remember if this is... No, it can't be, because the bottom screen in this is just used for the map. It's way more Link to the Past style, yeah. Because we'll see when we get around to it, when we end up playing Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass. Like, is going to be difficult for me to be doing those bosses because they are like dual screen bosses and want you to utilize both screens at the same time and stuff. And like, I don't know. We're like, again, talking about figuring out ways to kind of play with the emulator to figure out how I can like use the dual screen easier and stuff. It's like I might need to figure out some different ways of like the way I'm currently playing, because this is basically just, you know, you can play this one like pretty traditional apart from swapping the items out. Whereas Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass, you play entirely touch-based. So we may have to figure out some like ways to finagle it with the emulation. Dude. Where are you getting here? It allows me to get in here. I did love the ones where it was, I tried to at the time. I didn't want to, like, get too spoiled on a load of the mechanics and a load of the different, like, items that you could use and stuff. I did for a long time try to stay, like, away from all the Tears of the Kingdom builds, but I do remember just seeing ones where it's like, people just made mechs. What do you mean? It's like, oh yeah, like, there's, like, essentially a mech in the game, but people just, like, made full, like, Gundam in the game. Yeah, when you essentially put a mini version of Lego inside of video games, people are going to get creative. Like, it's a very different system because it's way more, kind of like, it's way more limited on pieces, but way more physics and, like, simulation-based than Minecraft is. Whereas Minecraft is, like, very technical. It's like, yeah, you see people build, like, in calculators and PCs inside of Minecraft, because redstone means you can basically program binary ones and zeros, and that's all computers are, is just ones and zeros, but there's just, like, you know, many of ones and zero calculations going off at the same time. But that means, in theory, if you have enough time, space, and redstone, that you can mimic what a computer is doing in Minecraft. And, like, I love watching those builds and those videos of just like, yeah, we just started playing video games inside our, like, Game Boy on our Minecraft Game Boy that we built inside of Minecraft. It's like, people play, like, I'm pretty sure people got Doom running in Minecraft. Like, obviously, the joke is that everything can play Doom, and it's like, a PC inside of Minecraft can play Doom. Pretty sure it was Doom anyway, because obviously again, like, yeah, the running joke of just everything can play Doom. I'm pretty sure they tried to do it with Doom. Look at this. This is a good example of when you've got a very basic enemy, but just unpredictable patterns, plus the fact there's 8 of them at once, make it a very difficult room to go encounter. I haven't seen the build. Maybe I have. Maybe I'm thinking of the right thing. Maybe the wrong thing. But I've seen the ones where it's like sending the Gleeok like into like a whirlpool and shooting them off into a whirlpool. I've also seen. I was watching like one of those like GameSpot. I always get the two confused with the shop or the video production. GameSpot videos of like things you didn't know about Tears of the Kingdom, and one of them was like, did you know like you can knock down a Gleeok and then essentially put like a collar on it made out of like big fences and put a collar around it so that it then can't fly back to its regular location, so then you can like drop it into towns and stuff like that. And there's just like a shot of Link with just taking a Gleeok into Gerudo Town and the people losing their shit. Just Link, why would you forsake us? Just brings like King Gleeok into town. Like, no, we didn't want to prepare for this. Just, I know that we are warriors, but Link, please, just do us a favor, give us a break. I don't think we picked up a big key though, have we? Right. The room in the top left we haven't been. Then there's a chest in the bottom left, a chest in the bottom right. Just below here, around the outside. Oh. There we go. Ah, okay, cool. That's the thing, when it's an enemy that isn't one of the Dark Knots that just is able to block our attacks with a shield or something like that, when it's just an enemy that runs at you, it's like they're not really able to do. Okay. Guess let's just try and just go get the other chest that we're missing out on. Straight up haven't been. Area up there. Fortunate. Yeah, I don't even know how to access. Oh, let me out. Ooh, okay. Go up here. Well, that blocks us off, right? Ah, that's lower than I thought, but it still doesn't let us go across that way. Am I just really missing something? Oh no. Maybe it's... Do we get blocked off there? Yeah, we do. Like... We can hook shot maybe? Wondering, no way of like... Doesn't go the opposite. Oh. Okay, maybe it's in this room. Up there. Room. That's the part we need to get. Where do we go up the floor? It's the wrong way, we're going down there. Through that room, yeah, of course it is. Just got ourselves up. Done that part. Okay. The up a floor, and then we need to find a way back down. Down. Here we go. Okay then. Oh shit. I thought that was a rat that was still down below. Oh, we're meant to just... We're meant to just fall down. I bet this is not going to be worth it, but just... I was more curious about... Okay, 100 rupees ain't bad. 100 rupees is not bad at all, but... I thought it was going to be like 20 rupees. Like that. But it was more at that point, a question of like, I was so confounded by that room that I really wanted to know what the solution was. the way to the boss room. Bloop, bloop. To just, yeah, drop down and go to the teleport. I think at that point it's just go. Up again, and there. Right. This room, go up here, and we're at the boss. Bottle. No, I don't want a bottle, I want a net. Hope that there's a fairy one. Oh, there isn't. Okay. Boss time it is. I think 8. There you go. Okay. So it's just tornado rod upwards. No? Okay, I presume we can't tornado rod that high. Oh, drop it. There's some nasty knockback, but we got it. I wonder if there is a way to, like, lock yourself back onto the top. Like, stay on that platform while that cutscene happens. Yeah, just make it nice and easy. One regular attack and a 2 spin attack. Apart from the recoil. Oh shit. There we go. He even like drags the boss a little bit into you as well. Not too bad at all. So yeah, this is definitely more traditional bosses than it was the Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglasses I was thinking of. But like, you have to be using both screens at the same time to like line up the boss. Excellent. Get some victory sausages on the go. Yeah. Well, I remember to hydrate, and my PC just dies from all the gifts. Yeah, it was certainly like on the easier end of bosses, but again, we're just early game. First 3 dungeons is like often just like the tutorial zone. Not literally, but you know. a lot of Zelda games. It's like, for example, Ocarina of Time, where it's like, you know, the first 3 are your kid dungeons. And then the adult dungeons, like the proper dungeons, like the temples. They feel abandoned because the queen swam off without them. I've been playing for like an hour, Nintendo, leave me alone! Stop telling me, like, Link, you did 1 dungeon today, that's enough. Out of curiosity, let's go back to our house and see if Ravio's changed his policies on renting and selling things. I am presuming at this point, as we're saying, like, there's normally a significant shift after the first 3 dungeons. I'm presuming that's when it happens, but... It's like, ah, yes, switching out your gear as needed is, like, part of becoming a true hero. It's like, mate, I've just rented all of your shit 1 time and not died. Like, it's not exactly been a tactical build. It's just... Yeah, guess what? We got everything in 1 go. There's another mai-mai that must... Really? We need to go underneath the bridge anyway, because it thinks the bastard's like a heart piece or bottle or something. I think it might be a bottle that you get underneath the bridge. Just the dart not being like, wait, what? It must be real confusing when you're fighting against an enemy and they merge into a wall. When your 3D enemy becomes 2D right in front of your eyes, like, what do you do? So we don't block it. Bird lover. You like my feather friends? I love birds. I'm gonna tell Mr. Bird Lover. His name is Bird Lover. I'm gonna just be like, yeah, I like birds too. USMC. Oh. The USMC. Oh, right, okay. Like, I'm not an aficionado when it comes, like, the most I've watched the Aliens movies is getting clips for Fat Fiend videos of, like, when Carl mentions it. It was like, when I was, quite a lot younger, yeah, we got another bottle. I always kind of got just not necessarily like definitively told, but maybe kind of like I inferred that Aliens movies were very, very like horror movies. So I never watched them when I was younger, and it's only really since like doing Fat Fiend stuff where it's like, oh, now I actually do intend to watch them at some point because I realize like, no, they're like a little bit scary at times, but like they are sci-fi action movies. Like they're not horror movies. It's just the concept of like the aliens is a bit scary and a bit creepy. Yeah, like just obviously you've got on the Discord, just like DM me on there with it, but try and remember, check it out. But yeah, like the opposite end to me of just like you doing like retrospective on like Aliens and Resurrection and all this, and I'm like, I have found clips for Fact Feed. I have watched Sigourney Weaver do the basketball thing that was like actually real. That's where my expertise come in. There's the one where they like say they're coming out of the goddamn walls. There's the basketball hoop shot. What else have we done? Like the one where they go up in. Is it the they're coming out of the goddamn walls? Is that the same one where they go up into the vent? And it's like, oh, there's like loads of beeps, and then they go up into the vent, and it's like, oh, they're in the vents. Like, is that they're coming out of the goddamn walls one maybe? And then, what was the other? Oh, the one where like the aliens right next to her in like Alien 3, when it's like right next to her face. That's in Aliens, yeah. Yeah, I think they're maybe the only parts of the Alien franchise I've seen, other than when my friend took me to go watch Prometheus in the cinema, because I didn't know it was an Aliens thing. They just told me to like come and watch Prometheus with them. Prometheus? Is that the reboot one, whatever it's called? The shower is Alien 3, yeah. Yeah, because it's like the one that merged with the dog, right? Like, or burst out the dog or whatever, and it like is like a dog-like alien in that one. Don't remember what these were. A mysterious route that takes you to a dungeon's entrance, essential for any adventurer. I presume that means when you're in the dungeon. Prometheus is the one. Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah, I find the concept of Prometheus interesting, but it was just like, you know, the moment I saw like the alien egg thing, and I was just like, oh, it's the face of it. Okay, it's an Aliens movie. My friend didn't tell me it was an Aliens movie. It's like, cool, okay. Which, you know, is like, that's fine. But for me, as someone who's like not watched any of the Alien movies, I was like, okay, cool. Now I don't know much about any of this, and this is the worst introduction to the franchise. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I would. From everything I've heard from like any Alien fan talk about those movies, is like, it really sounds like, yeah, lean into well, not lean in, lean out of those two movies and just kind of pretend like they didn't really happen. So how many balls have we got? 2 empty balls. I'm able to down here. Riggy jiggy. So what do these two do again? Yellow potion. Invulnerable for a short time. We don't have monster horns at all. I guess there's a monster guts one. Bring this to damage all surrounding enemies. Restore all your hearts. You don't have the monster parts for that one. And then this is just funny. Of course, 8 hearts. Yeah, it definitely seems like a... I'd say, as someone who's not a fan of... but to be fair, I'm not a fan of Prometheus, Covenant, or Aliens. Like, again, I played like a bit of Alien Isolation, but I haven't even like really played the video games or anything. Like, just To me, it sounds like, you know, stick with Alien and Aliens and maybe Alien 3. Like, a lot of people still are okay with Alien 3, but, like, just ignore the other ones and move on. It's like, you don't need to make those the canon, and you don't need to have, like, you know, Alien v Predator and all that jazz, like, be canon either, I guess, but it'd be interesting to know, like, I guess, like, you know, anyone in chat, you know, who is a fan, just, would you rather them have Alien versus Predator be canon, or would you rather Prometheus and Covenant be canon? Yeah. So the thing is, like, I imagined that would be an answer for more people than not. Is I would presume more people would want AVP to be canon than Prometheus and Alien Covenant, which is funny just when that's meant to be like the weird jokey spin-off thing. Even though it's, I know it's like, oh, they built that movie because of like the Easter egg in Predator and all that jazz. It's like, it might actually be canon, but like it is still to me like, oh, it's the non-serious like spin-off in my brain. As someone who's not actually aware of like which parts they do keep as lore and which parts are just like not lore at all and are just fun bits. Hmm. Ah. Okay, so ah, tiny little hole in the wall. And yep, over on this side as well. On here, Link just finding his way through all the gaps. How do we get up? Down. But then we need to get a floor higher than this. See where the open. Okay. That's where, like, this is the level we need to get to, but do we have enough energy? Yep, okay, we do. Just about. God, yeah. It would like, you know, I'm aware that clowns are humans, but if clowns were like actual creatures and not humans wearing clown makeup, That I do not think I'd break for a clown. Like, if it was just that clowns are being in their own right. Like, fuck clowns. Fuck clowns anyway, but I'm aware enough that, you know, like, I still made that distinction in my head of, like, that thing is a human break for it. Like, don't go and murder it, but, you know. I'd probably have a different opinion if clowns were just clowns. They do cheat. That's the thing is, I don't think I've met, like, anyone before that actually finds clowns enjoyable, and, like, I get that their argument would be that, like, no, we're trying to entertain people. It's like, but I've never met anyone that finds that entertaining and not creepy. Even children. Remember right, in Link to the Past, one of these led to that cave up there. Because the one in the middle is just where we came from, like the secret exit to Sanctuary. Well, this maybe is the exit to get to. Let's go in there and just double check. Get the lantern. Pretty sure this is where you come to this. Get to Sanctuary, right? Something like that. Give it a shot. Yeah, this definitely is, yeah. No, we don't need to get all the way back to Hyrule Castle. Let's not do that. Got no clue how to get up there then. Just got to figure out a way to get the death mount. Ah, here we go. Okay. Right hand side is Death Mount path. Here, Richard. The mai-mai must be rescued. Was it up here, or was it linked to the map? Yes, this is where we got the hammer. That's why we got something. Okay, we got something. I don't know. We've done whatever was in that house. Like, it's been a couple of weeks since the stream. It's hard to always remember. But just, it's like, if you walk in and there's an empty chest, it's like, we've done whatever we needed to. Oh, we get the limit. We get 999. Clearly we can go past that, but I'm wondering if that's the limit. And did come breakfast. Oh no, you can go. It was just so happened that it got exactly 9. You can't go past it immediately without a wallet, which, again, just massive upgrade to the game. Just quality of life wise. Like, no, we're not going to make you start the game where you can only get like 99 rupees. Whatever. Do I have a weather vane that's like at the top? No, this is as far as we go. So I mustn't have been able to merge with what we got. Yeah, we bought potion. Oh, we don't need to keep one captive for now. Bottle fairy just inside the bottle. That way. Remember this room. Also, that we couldn't get past the section. Yeah. So, oh. Well, they're not even like pet patterns. Exit did we actually? I guess this is the exit we actually wanted because there's a mai-mai here. Nice and neat. Oh, rock and roll rooms. Let's just go out. We can't be bothered dealing with those kind of rooms. On mode. Whoa. Oh, merge into that wall. We haven't got the safety tactics. Presume it's all the way to the left then. Oh. It's a lot more intimidating than it actually probably is because they just seemingly go down the first staircase that they encounter rather than just being random movements. Guess we'll unlock the weather vane here. Before we inevitably just check out the cave next door. Do a bit of exploring. Make sure we just get the weather vane at the very least. Okay. Can't do out there anyway. And then, how about this one? Going on. Crosso's all line. You go away. Oh shit, just fucking Lionel. Ooh. Well. Yep. Maybe we should have picked up a fairy. I wasn't anticipating fighting an enemy that just did like 2 hearts damage in one go. Nah, because we haven't saved in a while. Oh no, to be fair, we did. But I mean, actually, that is a question. As like, how much is the rental price for everything? Yeah, maybe it is just it's just like, you know what? Restart the 3DS. Like, screw it. We were literally right there. There we go. I was about to say let's ignore that happen, but no, let's actually not ignore that happen. Let's go get revenge. Let's be a bit more prepared this time. Let's actually just go fuck up this line. Taking some hits though. If we just stay out of its range, it's fine. But I just don't know how much HP that have. Get one to murder the other. That's the way. Makes life a little bit easier, just corner lock it. Give it the cornerstone. Oh no. Just, I'm fine with this. There we go. This ore mine better be worth it. What secrets do you hold? Oh my fucking hell. Well then. This is certainly something. Oh shit. Another Lionel. Oh, 2 more Lionels. In we go. Shit! Oh god, at least it's only half heart. Oh. Yeah, this does not look like it'd be fun. Oh god. Oh, it's sending me to the left. Got you. Right, okay. For some reason, I thought it was to the right then. God, this is certainly an intimidating room at the very least. Oh, okay. Wow, this one ain't fucking about. This one's like, get your timing right. Which I did not. Okay. Oh, that's gotta suck. Oh, that's gotta really suck. Oh, no. Okay. We can do this. Press that a little bit sooner. Ooh, shit. No. Okay, at least it's being nice to us this time and putting us back where... It was maybe because I didn't touch this, I only touched the actual platform. So the game read as like the last safe ground I've been on, actually further away. Oh, come on, no! Oh! Just missing the timing. Just before you kind of hit the edge here. Oof. I'm no expert, but I don't know if all of that was worth one piece of heart. In fact, I kind of am an expert, and that wasn't worth one piece of art. But oh well. It's certainly an interesting puzzle, but I do not know how to get back out now. I think we just have to go the way that we came? Question mark? I think. No. No, we can't do that. Oh! Ah. Come on, you can do that. Easy. Trying to be clever about it, but... There we go. Oh. So there's another side to it? Okay. Hey Alex, thank you for joining. I'm good, thank you. We are, yeah, I'm not sure we can describe Link as being good at the moment. We're just in Death Mountain, going places we probably shouldn't be going right now. Ooh, okay. Oh, overshot that one. Fucking Lionel is ready. Oh, shit. Come on, platform. Come on, platform. Oh, thank God. Ah! Wait for me. Can we just? Oh, we can. Oh, Rosso's ore mine is down here. We still haven't actually made it to his ore mine. Okay, got it. Like, what is in this ore mine? Other than maybe ore. We have done some treachery to get here. Guess while we're here, just... God damn. Word. What is this ore mine? And where? What are we doing? It's just when we get there and we don't have the item to do whatever we need to do in there. We've rented all the available rental items, but what if it's like a dungeon item that we actually need? I mean, it's up. Up where? Rosso's all mine down. Rosso's all mine up. Rosso, where are you? I mean, this is Rosso's all. Rosso. Right. I mean, we found a mai-mai. Some big cheats. Rosso. It is needed. Okay, Googling it. It's like, oh, come back later in the game and there's a portal here to gain access to a different dungeon. But, okay. Sure. I guess that's my fault for, like, going to a location with Lionels that I was clearly not meant to be at yet. Next time I find a location where we find like a cave full of fairies, just if chat you could try and remind me to like put a pin on the map to remember where that location is. That would probably be a clever thing to do for next time. Just so that I've got a location that I know that quickly run and stock up on fairies. I don't have the ability to buy items yet. I've gone back and double checked. Yeah, we don't currently have the ability to buy. We can rent. So when we can, I will be buying multiple of the items probably. I think they're like a few hundred each, right? So much more convenient. Didn't know I could press like the select button to get my items. Thought I had to use the touchscreen. Okay. Oh, that makes me. Oh, I thought we couldn't get past that way. Silly me. I thought the door was blocking us. Yeah, I also thought that you could buy stuff immediately, but when I went to Ravio, it doesn't seem to give me the option. Very strange. Oh, okay. It's probably just one of those things. Misremembering it or whatever. Yeah, that's the third dungeon. It really doesn't like doing those transitions. My brain's working again. playing. Also, yeah, that was me just quickly reacting with, like, one hand. Like, just... the one-hand panic of, like, oh, God. I have to, quickly attack this bird. When, like, I was watching a thing not long ago about, like, a Pokemon cheater that had been caught doing, like, speed runs where they'd pre-record it all, and I'm like, just don't want people to think I'm, like, one of those people, like, not even pre-recording a stream for, like, a speed run to cheat, just to, like, just casually pre-record gameplay for, like, a chill Zelda stream. Can you imagine? It's like, I don't really, like, get the appeal of cheating my way to splicing a world record anyway or anything like that, but the audacity of, like, pre-recording a just, like, we're going through and doing a really chill playthrough of Zelda. Yeah, it's an interesting video, because it was, like, when they were asked, like, well, this seems really suspicious that this speedrunner got, like, world record pace within a matter of weeks on, like, 9 different categories. Like, every time they would start, like, you know, trying out a new run, it's, like, within, like, a matter of, like, oh, well, yeah, I've been doing this run for, like, a whole week, and I'm a world record pace, and it's like, but no one's beat this world record pace for, like, 3 years. And when asked, all of them were just like, well, we haven't had any cheating in Pokemon speedrun communities for, like, 10 years, so we just kind of had never really looked out for it in the past. It's like, we just didn't think anyone gave enough of a shit anymore to cheat. It's like, come on, that's very naive. But not to say they're not telling the truth, it's just an extremely naive thing to think of, like, well, just because, like, you know, it's been a few years, we thought, like, every cheater had just given up. It's like, but some of the world records that they were breaking had bounties of, like, thousands of dollars on them. Because, again, they were that hard to beat. Of, like, I think one of them had, like, well, no one's got, like, below this, like, thought to be impossible boundary of, like, you know, I can't remember the exact time, but, like, you know, 1 hour, 30 and 30 seconds. It's like, no one's broken that 30-second barrier ever. And we've been trying for years, and it's thought to be, like, impossible. So the bounty for doing so is, like, thousands of dollars. And they're like, yeah, we just didn't think anyone would try to cheat. But the prize is, like, thousands of dollars. People will cheat for a lot less. That's for sure. Now, there's a lot of people out there that will do a lot of bad things for, like, what you think is, like, I don't know if they're in their heads that's an insignificant amount of money or not. Presumably not, but, like, yeah, it's wild to me that, like, when there is money on the line, we didn't think anybody would try to cheat. Oh, is that oh, honey. Exactly, yeah. Like, I think they started by cheating for clout. And then when they realized they were getting away with it, they were like, right. Well, if I can get away with cheating for clout, why couldn't I get away with cheating for money, right? Like,
rupees is a lot for a chest that I just accidentally came across. Oh! 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 I'm sneezing, messing up my timing. I don't know how good, like, my noise gating is of whether, like, do I just do silent sneezes on stream? Is it, like, invisible sound? Like, when Carl and I were recording earlier, like, yesterday, it's like, he made, like, a Mario death noise, and it's like, I can't hear any of it because Discord just, like, noise gated everything out, so it's just Carl, like, silently screaming on my screen. Speaking of fairies. I keep needing to... Oh, no, okay. It's the net. Put it in a bottle. Never let it go. Where are we going? Oh, just back to you. Oh! And if I'm remembering rightly as well, I'm pretty sure the boss for this is literally like... Oh, no! Is that mold orb or whatever it's called, like the big version of those little snake things. Those little wormy snaky things. God. Making mistakes left, right, and centre here. Man, this... Pretty sure we've been doing this dungeon for like 10 minutes? Just lengthen it a little bit by just purposefully knocking ourselves back down, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's the story I'm going with. Doing this all on purpose. Extend the gameplay of this dungeon out a bit. I know we're still in the first 3 dungeons. Like, this is like easy mode part of the game, but... Oh, that's a short one. Pretty sure it's that like big, the same boss from Link to the Past of like the big worm that can knock you down. Like that is the one biggest like criticism I always have with this is like a lot of it is like cool nostalgia for Link to the Past, but a lot of it is also just you leaning way too hard into just making this like a new Link to the Past. Like, you know, some of them are just like, here's the same boss again. And then other times where it's like, well, where did you find the flippers in Link to the Past? It's like, yeah, go there to find the flippers in Link Between the Worlds. Like, and obviously this game did start out with like the idea of like, should we do Link to the Past remake? And eventually they decided like, let's do a sequel, and it's
how much of this was just like you'd already started working on the remake? At least it doesn't. Pretty sure in like Link to the Past it like resets the entire boss health and everything. It's a much nicer version, like much friendlier version than the actual Link to the Past boss. Much more forgiving. But yeah, when it's just like, yeah, just like the Link to the Past one, like you got knocked down, fuck you, go do the boss again. Like. But yeah, just moments like that where you really feel like, oh, they were halfway through making a Link to the Past, or remaking the Link to the Past. I went, oh, like, we've got to pivot, because people, when asked, wanted a sequel, not a remake.
Hey.
But, at the same time, you know, it's one of those of, like, but Link to the Past is one of the greatest games of all time, so, like, having a semi-remake, semi-sequel that is actually, like, you know, story-wise and stuff is a sequel, but gameplay-wise is, like, you know, rehashing some elements and stuff. It's like, if you're gonna copy off something, copying off a Link to the Past is, like... It's not exactly the worst thing in the world to copy off, is it, really? No, obviously, you know, it's their fucking game. Like, if you're gonna copy off something, at least copy off your own game, like, and not someone else's Palworld. And the thing is, it's funny, because, like, oh, the witch isn't on the witch's broom. Interesting. It's like, people might think I'm having a dig at, like, Palworld copying Pokemon. It's like, Palworld just a copy of survival, like, you know, 50 survival games more than it is Pokemon. It's way more like, you know, Ark Survival Evolved and a bunch of other of those survival games than it is Pokemon. It's just, you know, influenced, as we mentioned earlier, like, influenced doing a lot of heavy lifting, but influenced by some Pokemon designs and slapped them into an Ark game, basically. Oh? We'll trick you going back the way you came. You can follow me, then you can find deeper into the woods and watch carefully. Hi there. Thank you for joining us. Nice to see you too. Hope you're doing well. We are just in the middle of getting the Master Sword. Now 2 of us will bounce around. Don't follow the 2 of us or you'll end up back at the start. So we've got to keep an eye on where these 2 go. Left. Left and down, so we want to go up. I was thinking when that first group happened, like, that was quite easy. That second one was a little bit tougher, like, admittedly. It was a little bit harder. 3 of us are going to bounce around, don't follow any. They're all kind of grouping together. To go back down? Oh, nice. Yeah, I'd really like to get a vinyl collection. It'd be really cool. It's one of those things of I'm already very heavily invested in, like, gaming collections and every now and then like to bolster some Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon card collections. Like I've not really collections, more just like piles of cards with those ones, but like, you know, collections in the sense of just buying more of them and not aiming to have like a full catalog. I know like a lot of people, when it's like with retro gamers and stuff, they're like, I want to get the entire catalog of these consoles. I'm like, not that crazy, but like it's nice to, you know, build a collection of games and stuff over time. And it's like, I'm just like, getting a gaming collection going is already so expensive that I'm like, I do want a vinyl collection, but I shouldn't. It's like, so far I've refrained, but I would like just a few vinyls for the sake of like the actual, you know, the sound that is produced, like the quality of sound that comes from a good vinyl player and stuff. Like that's, or it would just be kind of nice to have, like, even if it was just a few on a vinyl player, it's like they're nice to listen to. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, how many like different things do you let yourself, you know, collect? Like, again, whether you're doing like a full collection of something, that's one thing, or whether you're like, oh, I just like to build, like, slowly, but like, you know, my amiibo. Stuff like that is like, I've got all but one of the Zelda amiibo that exist. Because I never got the Bokoblin. I didn't see the point in buying Bokoblin. But at this point, it's like, do I just buy the Bokoblin? Because I've got every single Legend of Zelda amiibo apart from that one. And I've got like a collection of like 30-something of them. And I'm missing the one. But when it comes to like the Super Smash Bros. Set, it's like, I just got the ones I wanted. And even missed out on a few that I did want, like the Bayonetta Player 2 one and stuff. Like, yeah, it's nice to have like a collection in that sense, but there's very few things I want like a full collection of, because if I tell myself I want a full collection, then I get to those like bits where it's like, okay, well, if I want a full collection of like Pokemon games, then all of a sudden there's going to be like a couple of really rare games that I'm going to be forcing myself to pay like hundreds of pounds for, or like Zelda games as well. There's going to be like a couple of really random like Japanese exclusive Zelda games and stuff that are like all the spin-offs and things like that, where it's like, I would like them, but if I convince myself that I want a full collection, then I feel obliged to go spend like potentially hundreds of pounds on like a game I actually don't want just to sit on a shelf. Don't want to do it. It's like almost convincing yourself that you don't want the full collection, like, of something even that you kind of do, because you know it's just a dangerous game to play. So where did it say we need to go now? Wasn't it? Maybe to the castle. I'm like, fuck it, you've got the Master Sword. You can totally beat the game now, right? You got the sword that defeats evil's bane. Go defeat evil. Ah, here we go, yeah. Oh. Oh, that's an enemy spawning. Oh, what was that flash of light back on that screen? It's just enemies. I would presume so, yeah, when we strike down this barrier, that's like, we essentially go to part 2 of the game, so now we can buy items, question mark. Always love that. The breaking the fourth wall, like, let's test it out. Of like, let's see if we can buy items now, or whether we need to go do like the Hyrule Castle cutscene and then get our ass kicked or whatever happens, and then we can buy items. Ah, now I'm in the sales biz too. Great, right? Starting today, you can buy my items too, and at really good prices. If you're now, your first purchase is half price. So I guess just like 2. Oh, 600 rupees at half price. Oh, we might be able to like buy one item right now. So 600, 400. Because presumably I'm just going to buy the thing that's most expensive. If we can only get half price once on one item, it's just to figure out what the hell the most expensive item is and just buy that one. Good, thank you. Yeah, the dogs are doing well. I don't know when the last time you heard about Oryx, but like, you know, Oryx was he's doing very well with his weight loss. He's like just over 6 kilos now, which means he's like very close to being like a nice skinny healthy dog. And yeah, Cade's just like, you know, being Cade, they're getting on really well, and little bros together. Occasionally, you know, we have to just make sure that we separate them just so that they will sleep and not just like rile each other up constantly with like playtime and stuff. Because, you know, even not being puppies, Dad sees them meant to sleep like 16 hours a day to be like, you know, all nice and calm and relaxed. It's like, well, before Christmas, yeah, I thought so, yeah. So it's like, you know, sometimes they just won't sleep if they're together. So you just got to make sure that, like, they get some rest and that, like, we just paid great and that all about, and they get some rest that way. But, like, yeah, one of those of, like, I wish it was recommended that I slept 16 hours a day and 8 when people just gave me food. That sounds like a real nice life. So the fire rod and ice rod were definitely 600. The sand rod we can't get right now. The bow 400 as well. Reminding myself of the prices. Jabbing away. That was 4, wasn't it? So the fire rod and ice rod are both the most expensive things, so I guess I'll buy the fire rod. The fire rod's more useful and it like has a better upgrade than the ice rod, I feel. $800, yeah. God, yeah, like, that's the thing is, oh? Something top secret that only Ravio knows. Yes, yes, please. Quick equip. What's quick equip? What's quick equip? What? Yeah, I'm gonna go out and just get like a few more rupees and come back. Let me Google quick equip. Hold X and Y to get the quick equip. I missed like the button that you meant to do when he said that. Wait. No, well that's not right, is it? Ah. So, like, while you're running around, I can, like, left hand use the pad, and then right hand quick quit. Which is very daunting, I'm not gonna lie. But it means I can just go like, ba-ba-ba, rather than having to go. But I feel like with not playing on the 3DS itself, that's more cumbersome than just pressing select and picking an item. Like, it's all well and good when you actually just, like, can tap the touchscreen quickly, but it's like that means having to take my hands off the pad to then, you know, use the mouse, click on the screen. It's just quick to press select. That was very unfulfilling monetarily. Run. I don't know how I'd be able to, like, remap touching a certain place on my screen to a button. Maybe that's a possibility, but I would imagine not, but I don't know 100% because I'm not very familiar with emulators. Like, I've only really started using an emulator for streaming purposes because, like, I can't hook up a 3DS to my Elgato for streams. So I'm a very, very much a newbie and don't know what I can and can't do. Yeah, no, I'm not sure either. That's what I mean, is like, I don't think so. But, like, for anyone that might be watching who's like, no, actually, you can definitely do that on an emulator. I just don't use emulators very much. I don't 100% know. Maybe, like, upgrade the boomerang. No, maybe, let's just upgrade bombs. They just become big bombs. And it's like, yeah, I can cope with the idea of, like, our next upgrade being is bigger bombs. They're just easier to, like, use. Yeah, that's a pretty cool upgrade. How many mai-mais do we have? Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Mai-mai. It doesn't tell me how many I have. $18. Let's maybe just upgrade bombs first, because, like, we literally haven't equipped the fire rod yet. Because, like, the fire rod just gets, like, a bigger fire, and then... Oh. Now the bombs are just like, fuck yeah. Big old bomb. No. Arrow Castle. What happened? Okay. Run! No. You then. Give me my heart back. Give me the heart. Wanted to go in with full health, so we had our beam. That's still it. Come on. Come on. Excuse me. It is not a remake. It is so it's a sequel to Link to the Past that originally did begin as a remake, but it is like a full-on sequel. Yeah, so it's a sequel to Link to the Past, which we've just been through over the past few months. But it began as a remake, and then they were like, "Oh hey, do you guys like?" You know, they put out a survey of like, "Do Zelda fans want a remake of Link to the Past, or do you want a sequel?" And enough people asked for a sequel that they did this instead. But yeah, it like uses the same overworld and stuff, and is very much like, oh, here's a 3DS kind of like interpretation of what that game could have been. Damage. Oh, okay, we can't sneak behind them by going in. Oh. Yeah, so there's a lot of, like, reused or similar, like, elements as a Link to the Past. Like, the last boss that we fought in the last dungeon, like, literally was a Link to the Past boss that they just used again. And it's clear that this started out as a remake and they've used a lot of the same or similar elements. But you can become part of the wall, which you couldn't in Link to the Past. That's like the big, you know, departure from the series. The gimmick is like, well, the two gimmicks, to be fair, are one, you can merge into the wall for puzzles and overworld exploration and stuff, and then the other gimmick is that, like, you rent items and have, like, an unlimited amount that you just use from, like, that purple bar in the corner. But then you can eventually buy and upgrade those as well. But, like, you can pretty much from the exact, like, the first real moment past the tutorial, you can rent all of the dungeon items apart from, like, the sand rod, and it means that you get, like, 8 items immediately in the game. Whereas obviously every other Zelda game from like Link to the Past onwards, it kind of go into a dungeon, get the dungeon item, beat the dungeon with that one item. And in this one it's like, no, fuck it, just have all the items straight away. How many more people do you intend to take, Yuga? Like, Yuga, I've gone and done 3 entire dungeons and got, like, a Master Sword since you annihilated me in the Sanctuary, just... Or was it in the... It was in the castle, wasn't it? Like... Oh, yeah. So they've just gone and got all the 7 sages, yeah. I think it's just that, like, oh, the 7 sages could seal away Ganon, so that Yuga went and got all of the sages. And it's like, well, now I'm safe to bring back Ganon because the 7 sages can't Oh, you plan to use the 7 sages to revive Ganon, yeah. I thought it was maybe just that, like, oh, if I go get all the sages, they couldn't seal them back away. I have heard other people talk about Etrian Odyssey on podcasts and stuff. I have never had any experience with the series myself, other than literally just hearing other people on podcasts go, I like Etrian Odyssey. So I really do not have any actual opinion on it, other than like, oh, I've heard other people enjoy it. But no opinion of my own, I'm afraid. I have not got any actual like experience with the series. Oh god, just like, I'll turn you into a painting. That is a pretty good painting, to be fair. Well, pretty cool painting. It's maybe not like the most technical, but it's a cool looking painting. Didn't I splash you on a wall somewhere? It's like, yeah, Ravio gave me like a stinky bracelet that got me out the wall. Be glad to hear once and for all. Oh no, by summoning 4 Dark Nuts that I've been annihilating on my way here. Oh yeah, I'm sure like that'll stop me. That the previous room was like 10 of them. Oh god. What is going on? How big this location is. Yuga's gimmick is super interesting. Like that's the reason why we can turn into like an image on the wall. Is that Ravio, who sells us the items, they like early on give us an item that's like, you may want to wear this, and it's like, I say, like a bracelet that's like, oh, this is a stinky bracelet, why would you ever wear it? But Yuga sends you into the wall, and that bracelet is like what gets you out and gives you the ability to merge in and out of the walls. But yeah, just the idea that like, oh yeah, I can just turn things into paintings, so I can turn you just into a painting in the wall, and without that special bracelet, that would have been the quickest Link has ever been just destroyed by an enemy, probably. You know, like Yuga just came in second one, turned him into a painting, and won the fight. Like, I don't think there's been many instances of Link being annihilated that quickly and easily. Like, just one move, you're done. His talent is almost frightening. And this you worm. And that's it. I know I get through it very, very quickly, but it's just I don't necessarily like think that the Zelda series has the best of storytelling, but I do think Yuga's pretty well written. I'm just like, just got some good personality. Like I could barely bring myself to look at such an inferior creature. How did you manage to escape that wall? Because, like, it must really piss someone off of, like, I don't value you at all. However, I'm really fucking annoyed that somebody got out of, like, my painting magic. I have what I've come to Hyrule for. So I refuse to let you delay my departure any further. But well, for the last time. I don't like how much of a, like, literal clown he is. Like, design-wise, I do not enjoy that it's emulating a clown. Because again, as we mentioned, clowns are just fucking creepy. Also has very good theme music. Like it's Sephiroth light. It's like with the choir coming in and everything. It's like it's not quite like Sephiroth, but it is very interesting and cool. No, leave me alone. No! Merge, merge, merge. Run, Link, run. Yeah, no, I know that I had other items. It was more just like, I just needed the space to be able to, like, have the time. Like, oh, I need to actually get the bombs out and shit, so that's why I decided to move around. I bore of this fight. It's like, do you mean I kicked your ass? Also, hello, Lego. Thank you for joining in. I was just in the, like, in the middle of just, like, the battle as you came in. Yuga just, like, doing his best. They tried, but, you know, they grew weary of my presence. It's like, no, I kicked your ass. And, like, just want to point out here, like, this is where it's very much like a, oh, this is a really cool effect on the 3DS screen. Of, like, there's actual, like, depth in the screen, obviously, but right now, like, we can't appreciate that, but I remember playing this on the 3DS and being like, this is one of the coolest looking images I've seen on my 3DS, because the depth worked so well. It's like, there's really not many games that made the 3DS effect ever look good, but they did a pretty decent attempt with some of the elements in this game. Oh, there it is. Wow, 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 wow. The moment little Link's brain just got rocked forever. Fuck am I off to? Link is ripping. Wait. But this is almost Hyrule Castle. This is like Hyrule Castle, but if the Pal World developers got their hands up. I mean, it looks slightly different. Yeah, I do always like that, like those types of dialogues of like, yeah, I'm done with this fight. I'm done with you. Or like, yeah, you know, pitiful, like I wasn't even trying, and it's, yeah, of course. I do like as well that the sage that stole the bought the sand rod has a little rental Ravio hood on the sand rod still. Yeah, no worries, Alex. Thank you for joining in as always. I presume we'll be heading off in a minute anyway when like this reveal and stuff is done. And like leaving the next section of the game up for next week. But yeah, thank you for joining and hope you have a nice dinner. My heart. Me! I will use the sages to reach the one who shall help me attain true beauty. I mean, of course. Yeah, no. But yep. I mean, they already admitted that they were going to use the sages to revive Ganon. But, like, this is one of the most, like, successful villain arcs in a Zelda game as well. Is no, they just go into Hyrule, annihilate everyone, and get a victory. It's like, even in Ocarina of Time, for example, when Ganon, like, achieves victory, it's like, he just lets Link do it all for him, and then sneaks into the Sacred Realm. Like, Yuga just went and annihilated all of Hyrule himself. Let us destroy all ugliest in the world, or any other. We shall be truly superior. Like, yeah, Yuga revives Ganon, achieves their entire goal themselves. They don't get an assistant to do it, or wait for Link to do it for them, or anything. No, they fuse with Ganon. They achieve the Triforce of Power. They go and, like, essentially, like, not quite kill, but they might as well have killed, like, Link, Zelda, all of the sages. They do it all themselves. Like, it's very impressive in terms of, you know, obviously the game doesn't end here. But no, they go and do some shit. And then... that's the name, Hilda. So obviously... It's like, oh, this isn't Zelda, but this is Zelda. I should prove enough time to bid you a most sorrowful welcome to my kingdom. Welcome to Low Rule. It's like, did you get it? It's High Rule and Low Rule. It's, yeah, I can't remember what's the newer version of, like, Timu or whatever it is. And it's like, yeah, that's the one that you just, like, you get for a quid off Wish. It's like Princess Hilda. So I ordered the Princess Zelda amiibo. No, you didn't. You ordered the Princess Hilda amiibo. So you go plan to slip into your world with Zelda and the sages. Stop him. Summon the Demon King and siphon his power. Yuga's appetite will soon consume our world, Hyrule and Low Rule. The beasts are taking, and it's kind of implied that, like, Low Rule was the dark world that you traveled to in Link to the Past as well. We never gave it a name until now. It's like the dark world isn't called the dark world; it's actually Low Rule, and it has its, like, version of Zelda. That's the thing, yeah, and yeah, they have the upside down Triforce and everything. It's like, maybe you could argue, like, oh, well, you know, our Zelda would have, like, or Zelda would have been able to, like, if she had actual, like, you know, prep time like Batman did, like Hilda did, then she could have held him off. She kind of got blindsided by Yuga, maybe. But yeah, currently doing a much more impressive job than our painting that is Zelda. So Hilda's like, I can keep them at bay, but I need you, Link, to come in and actually defeat Ganon. But first, you must awaken your full potential. And it's that the paintings of Hyrule's 7 sages are being sent to the far corners of Low Rule. Steal those paintings back. The secret to Yuga's defeat lies in uniting your friends. It's like, you'd have thought that maybe that, like, Yuga could have just held on to the paintings. It's like, oh no, I revived Ganon, but for some reason, like, the paintings that I made just Dragon Balled themselves to the 7 corners of the world. Like, I made my one wish to the Dragon Balls and they just split up and went 7 different ways. Yeah, go steal those paintings. Go get your friends. I wasn't friends with any of these people. I was just some random kid. I met one of the sages, and they basically called me an asshole and died. And the rest I didn't even meet. So yeah, we essentially are now awake inside of Low Rule's version of Link's house, or like the carpenter that Link works for house. Hi, Princess Hilda. Wants to warn you about the kingdom in which you found yourself. Low Rule may remind you of your own home, but in fact, our kingdom's different as night and day. Apart from they have the exact same layout. Yuka's scheme has forced our two kingdoms close together, so close that they are now connected. Oh, right, Beanstalk, thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you for the message. Appreciate it. Yeah, we need to go find a way to the 7 sages, but parts of Low Rule have long crumbled away. I'll get to them. There you are. To reach them, you must go back to Hyrule, and that's kind of like where those portals come in. You know, I said earlier when we went all the way to like the fucking Mines of Moria. Yeah, it was like the Rosso's ore mine. That where we ended up, where it said Rosso's ore mine was. That's where a portal to Low Rule is. But because we hadn't got to this part of the game, the portal wasn't there yet, so it just looked like an empty area. So it was just like, oh, well, what's in this ore mine? And it's like, currently nothing. It's the entrance to a palace later. And of course, in Low Rule now, it's just second one. Just, I guess this world's a little bit tougher than the last. Just these two, I presume what they're meant to be the Hinox. Just launching bombs at you the house the moment you get out. Love it out. I did think there was a ball just here. Yeah, just the bomb spam coming straight away. Okay, well, progress there. Like, I wonder what... We'll take a break in a second, alright, Nintendo, calm down. They really do just have, like, hard on for telling us to stop playing a game. So that's... I think that's the 3rd time, maybe? This one stream? Where, the game's just been like, stop playing the game. You've been playing for it's like, we've been playing for less than 3 hours, Nintendo. Calm down. No? Oh? Oh, hello. Oh, lest you be dashing, make your way home now. Right, yeah, we can't dash it. Thank you to the game. It should pop up every hour, yeah, I thought so. Thank you to the game, though, for just being like, look, if you can't use your sprint boots yet, like, if you don't have the Pegasus boots, just go away. Just go home. I appreciate the honesty. There's nothing worse than just being stuck in a room like that, trying to be like, how am I meant to figure this out? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's like, you just don't have the item yet. And that's been the answer the entire time. It's like, there's so many times in games where I've just booted my head against a wall for so long and not realised, like, you just don't have the item required yet. Get that. Speaking of, Is it just that I don't have the right item yet? Not even. It's not down the chimney. It's blow the chimney well up. Oh no, it wasn't the chimney well. Okay, but you blow up the back of the wall. Oh, for a bottle. Okay. Very, very worth it. Still nowhere near buying another item, but this is just now this we have the ability of everywhere that there would be a portal, there is now. And we can just go back and forth between the portals and go between low rule and high rule. Is Princess Zelda safe? Princess Hilda is. Hilda's doing alright. Zelda. It left fissures like this all through Hyrule, and where there are cracks, and shattering be fine. It's like, basically, yeah, if you don't do something soon, like, the worlds may just collide and kill each other, just... Please. We do have the Master Sword. As long as you hold that sword and your courage, surely see us through. Future of Hyrule Kingdom is in your hands, as is Low Rule, apparently. What, Ravio, do you want to give me a discount on these items yet? Yeah, sure, we've been using Quick Equip, definitely, totally. See the slider on the screen. Slide the slider left and right. Change how the size of the blue frame is, and that's how many Quick Equip items you can have. That's a bit more useful for the Quick Equip, rather than scrolling through, like, all potentially 20 items that you can get. It's, oh, well, you could just put the slider to 4 items that you can Quick Equip between. That's nice of you, but have you got anything to say about the part where we went to Low Rule? Like, you not got anything to say about the fact that, like, we disappeared into a different dimension for a while? No? Aravio does not care. Cool, well, we'll save it there. And just next time we can begin our Low Rule expedition. I figured, like, just get that last little bit done and get Low Rule unlocked. And now we have all that extra Dark World element to go and enjoy. But yeah, I think, like, you can kind of see there, of like, oh, here's like the Low Rule map and High Rule map that you can swap between on the little screen. No, I don't think Ravio's left the shop at all. I think Ravio's just, yeah, good luck, mate. Come back when you've got money. I don't care. Like, cheers, Ravio. Thanks for your support. I appreciate it. Oh dear. But yeah. Anyway, thank you all for supporting me and watching. We'll be back on Thursday, doing some more of our Pokemon X Nuzlocke run. I mentioned on Twitter, I haven't yet on stream, but like we recently, like, me, Carl, and another friend went to like the Pokemon Liverpool tournament last weekend, and basically that convinced me to really get into the mindset of like going to VGC next year. So I'm gonna be splitting up. Like next week will still be Pokemon X Nuzlocke, but I'm gonna try and do more competitive Pokemon nights of like having more teams built up and doing more online battle nights and battle with chat and stuff like that. Really like trying to lean into learning the VGC game over the next year. So yeah, I just want to get good at that. And yeah, we'll be back on Thursday for Pokemon X Nuzlocke. But yeah, just we'll be intermittently swapping between the Nuzlocke run and doing some Scarlet Violet competitive nights as well, just so I can start learning that. Oh, thank you very much. I'll make sure to change that, because that's probably been changed for a while. But I never bothered to check that, so I'll give that a change. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's always easy to forget, but thank you for the notice. But yeah, so Thursday, same time, like 10 p.m. UK time, we'll be back for Pokemon Assault. But until then, just yeah, hope everyone has a lovely day, evening, or night, wherever you are. Thank you for joining, everyone.